Right, good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to VP4TV. We're here this Saturday evening or Saturday late afternoon, however you wanted to call it. It's excuse me, it's coming up to 16:54 this Saturday afternoon, and we have a one-loss side match in the Bankpool World Championship. And it's between Spud Boy and Bankster. These one-loss sides are just a race to four. They don't take long, or at least they shouldn't. And we've got those other three matches still on the schedule as well. We have, I can't read that, and I'm actually sitting right in front of the monitor. Wait a minute, who's that? That is terrible. My eyes have totally gone. Hang on a minute. That is really bad. Got to clean my specs so I can see what I'm bloody well doing here. That's better. I can see what's happening now. Right, so we've got this match. Then we've got Chiku up against Acero. That's the one that is tomorrow afternoon, my time. It's at noon. So if there's going to be a live stream of that, hopefully Slim's going to get it. And then we have Albinario Interchange X. Now, the interesting thing about that is that's also a one-loss side, because remember, Cobra and Albinario have both gone to the one-loss side in the bank pool. Cobra having a comfortable win last night, of course, against Brainfall Out by 4-0. Albinario's up against Interchange X. That might be a tougher ask for Albinario. And that's going ahead at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be around for that. And the reason it's slightly earlier for Albinario is because he's got the final of the 8-Ball World Championship against Cobra coming up at 8 p.m. tomorrow night GMT. And also we have the match between One Pocket Slim and Bedhead in the Bankpool World Championships. And Slim will be streaming that on his channel, and that goes ahead at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And talking about the meantime, let's have a quick look at the lobby. Spud Boy has been hanging around most of the day, and looking around, I don't see any sign of Bankster yet. We've got 3 minutes to go before the room goes up, and Bankster usually, Spud Boy's in away mode. Bankster usually just shows up at the last minute anyway. And Spud Boy says, wonder how many times Hugh will rip into me. Well, Spud says he can't bank. Well, that's a lie, because he can bank. He probably won't bank as good as Cobra's been doing, but he can give Bankster a game. I've no doubt about that. Quick tab out. Good afternoon to Steve. I didn't think you were going to bother.
Oh, I got to come for this because Spud Boy's on the stream all the time and stuff, so I figured, I'd show up because I like supporting the guys that are in the stream.
Well, Brainfall Out didn't put up much of a fight against Cobra. It was a comfortable 4-0 win.
Yeah, that was kind of expected. I mean, he keeps doing the same thing over and over again, and he just doesn't get, how to bank.
Well, I think this could be quite a close match, even though Spud Boy doesn't think it is. I think it could be, because I don't think I don't think Bankster's going to set the heather on fire in terms of winning the tournament, but I think Spud Boy could. Well, if we're going to have anything, we could have a shock, and Spud Boy actually wins.
Well,
It might be a tall order, but I wouldn't give up any hope if I was him.
I don't know if you've noticed, but don't you think Spud Boy has been getting better?
Well, yeah, yes, he has, but I don't want to say anything to actually break that, because he's actually been playing good. He played good in his 8-ball match, or what tournament was it, where he ended up getting forfeited? I can't remember whether it was this tournament. What am I reading here in the chat? Spud Boy says Albin should win. Interchange X gets bored. Well, there's not any reason to get bored if you're playing Albinario, because if you don't keep your wits about you, you're not going to be in the match very long.
Let's see, is that Coldest Pillow too? I think so, isn't it? Isn't that Coldest Pillow?
I don't see him.
Is that not Coldest Pillow?
No, that's Cobra.
Oh, that's Cobra. Okay, because the names get chopped off pretty good in the stream. I don't like putting up the the YouTube chat. I usually put up the stream chat, but it chops the names off.
Yeah, I've got. See, this is why I've got the chat and the. See, this is why anybody who has a phone should be watching the stream and have the chat up on their phone, and that way they can chat away on the phone, and they don't need to shut the stream down so they have to type something or whatever.
Let's see. Can I? Oh, I can pop it out. Never mind.
Yeah, you can use pop-out chat as well if you've got 2 monitors, which is quite handy.
No, I just popped it out. So
or
now
pop it out on the main screen.
Yeah, how do I get rid of the thing that says restore chat? It's still got a big panel there.
Oh, I don't know. You need to mess about with it. Contact support, Steve. There's a good one. Right now, has Bankster arrived yet? Because this room is up.
Okay, yeah, I got it working, I think. Yeah, this is good. Monitor placement help my game. What do you mean by that? What does monitor placement help my game mean? You mean the distance you sit from it?
No, wait a minute. Was it Spud Boy that said he had listen to this, Steve, whoever it was, it might have been Spud Boy, he's got the game on a monitor that's off to his side. He's actually playing Virtual Pool 4 on a monitor where it's not in front of him.
Yeah, try that in bloody crazy. Stand way off to the side of the line and see how well it works.
I think... yeah, Spud Boy said he's I mean, I've got a second monitor, and he's looking sort of to his right or to his left to actually play Virtual Pool. No wonder he's struggling.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but that sounds pretty numpty to me. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's why you've noticed an improvement. He's changed his monitor so it's in front of him. Well, you might be doing well here. Spud Boy, this might be a short stream because there's no sign of Bankster. No sooner have I said that and he shows up. Right, let's get into the room. And we'll have the lag for the break.
Yeah, looking forward to a good match here. Anybody watching the Moscone Cup?
Well, I haven't been because I've been doing live streaming. But I think it's about 8. Is it 8-2 or something?
It's 8-3. And I had predicted before it started Europe was going to win. Because, when the Americans used to be better on paper, they were losing. And now Europe's better on paper. So, last year it was 8-0 after 2 days.
Am I not right in saying that the tables, I mean, they're using the template rack thing to break, and they're using the box to break, and they're also got tighter pockets according to what they've all been saying.
So, the pockets have been tighter on WNT for a while. They've made a lot of changes because 9-ball as a game sucks. So they've made a lot of changes to try to make it better. They should just play 10-ball, but of course, even with 10-ball, you want those tighter pockets. But they've gone to break box. They've gone to 9 on the spot. The problem is all the stuff they're doing basically brings a lot more luck into it. And it's already a lucky game. To me, that is not what you want for a competition, is luck. If you're a stub, maybe you need it, but, takes away from the best players. Not that the best players aren't winning a lot, but I just don't like luck, and they've taken a lucky game and made it luckier. But anyhow, enough of that rant. It's still an exciting competition. It's worth watching. I don't see how the U.S. can win. They got 2 guys on their team that
That's
are
a nice little bank from Spud
not
Boy.
very good. Spud Boy looks like he's prepared. He had a nice break. He's made a nice shot. He's got good position here. I think he'll probably bank the 8. He's looking. There's not a lot he can play position on. I mean, he can play position on the 3. That's probably it, unless he's going to go long rail, which then he's got the 5 and the 2 and the 6. Yep, and yeah, that's that. Oh, come up short when you're cutting across. That's a tricky shot. So you got to put. Usually, left English helps that, but here's the thing about that, Hugh. The easier you hit it, the more it's going to open up. The harder you hit it, the more it's going to shorten up. So if you put the left English on to compensate, and then you hit it hard, you're still going to come up short.
Are you talking about the UK Championship, Cobra? Because they're playing with the pockets have not been as generous as some of the pockets in some of the tournaments, particularly in China.
Well, you're not going to get big runs with tighter pockets, but I mean, snooker pockets are already fairly tight.
Well, the tournament this week has not had as many century breaks as it's had before, but that's the main reason because the short rails in the snooker table, if you're playing a ball along that short rail, as you call it in pool, they're really tough.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with going tighter pockets in snooker is you can't hit the ball down the rail. I mean, anything gets close to the rail starts getting really difficult. I'm not in favor of them going tighter in snooker, but in pool, the thing is that every day the tables played tougher in this Mosconi Cup, and the reason why is they started with new cloth. And unfortunately, in the Mosconi Cup, they only play a few hours a day. Like in a normal tournament, when they start with new cloth, after like 2 or 3 days, the table's pretty broken in, but they're playing on it for like 10 or 12 hours, and they don't do that in the Mosconi Cup, so it stays slippery longer, which makes the table play easier, but it also makes it a little harder to control the cue ball, and it becomes, a lot of it becomes a contest of who deals with slippery tables well, not who plays the best pool.
Now this 2-ball, I think, will go cross table. Yeah, he's nailed it. And Spud Boy is 3-0 up.
Looking pretty good here. Well, let's see what he decides to do
here.
I
think this 5-ball's going in every day. It's going in every day, this 5-ball. He's got to nail this.
Yeah, he's got a slight cutback, but no problem. That was it. That's pretty much a perfect line right there.
Well,
that's kind of the idea. You want it just gently touching the long rail, about a diamond or less than a diamond from the pocket. When you got that angle anyways, that's why that bank's easy, because it's coming in the low angle. When you get in a steeper angle, that's when you got to put it in the pocket. That's
that's going to be a legal one, but he's on the hill in the first rack.
Yep. So, this rack would be hard to run out, and he doesn't even get the first one. So 6 balls, a pretty nice bank to shoot at. He may decide to take the 9-ball. I don't like the 1. I wouldn't take the 9 either. I shoot at the 6. So on a 6-ball, you got to put a lot of left English on this.
The worry I've got is
you need to open this up.
Well, he's tight to the rail. The other problem is he doesn't want to really open up the 9 and 3 if he can help it.
No,
he wants to be stunning this in.
You could hit this with enough speed to get past the 9 and the 3, but then you got to cut it a little bit more.
I don't think this 1-ball's going to do anything. He's just going to play safe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a bad play. He's left one shot.
He set up a 6-ball, though.
Yeah, he gave a gift there.
You need to think about the cue ball when you're doing that.
He needed to put it over by the corner pocket so that line of balls blocked the 6. And there we go. I mean, that was definitely a tactical mistake there. So this could easily be a 4-ball run.
Yeah. I mean, it's all very well playing, potting the ball, but you must think about the cue ball, especially in relation to that
doing
6.
There. He needed to go forward with the cue ball so he could bank the 3 or the 1 in the other corner. So that was not a good play there. If he would have just let that ball trickle forward to the other rail, he would have had a bank.
Well, there's an example to Spud Boy that, Bankster's potted the 4. But what he did do in potting the 4 is draw the cue ball to the middle of the table and not really left a lot as far as I can see.
Well, this situation's a little tricky here. It really is.
Now, is he trying to... Oh, that might be...
And that's a pretty good shot. He's left a bank, but it's not a gimme. That was a pretty good shot. I mean, that's, to come out of it, giving him this. So this is a very makeable bank.
Got to be careful with the cue ball again. This looks good.
Well, I was surprised he went that way, but he made it. Yeah, and he's got good position.
Nice. So Spud Boy's got a sweat on already. Dear.
I bank this, draw it back, and bank the 1 in the same pocket. That's what I'd be doing. Or I'd be trying. Doing's another thing. Well, he hit the way too much draw. He lost the cue ball. Yeah, see, he could have just drawn that back a foot, and he would have had a pretty easy shot on the 1. This is a lot harder, but it's doable.
This for the steal, really.
This is close to a kiss here. He's put a little English on it. I think he needs it to avoid the kiss.
Well, it's not sitting in an exactly easy position, but there is a bank on that's either up and down left corner or cut back right corner.
I would go to the left myself, but we'll see what he decides to do. I think the cutback's harder.
I'd be more inclined to play left as well, but I'd be watching his pace.
Yeah, see that the problem with the left is you got to deal with the throw, but that's very good pace.
I mean, that pocket pace means it's fairly safe where it's sitting.
So I feel a dink coming here.
I'd be just dinking into the back of this.
No, I'd
be worried about not getting to a rail after it, though.
I think the front side of it and double kiss. Because if you get the back, you could give up a bank. I wouldn't do this. That is what I wouldn't do, because that's how you lose.
Well, it's asked the question of Spud Boy. He should have had this rack 1, but he played a poor safety, and now Bankster's called him out and said, well, there you go, see what you can do here. Now, is it a cut across this time? It must be, or is he trying to come back again?
Up and down.
Nailed it.
Go. Yeah, see, that was a poor move by Bankster, putting that ball in. You didn't want to do that there.
Because you were racking the board.
Unless you were going to try to titty hook him, that was not a good play. And I don't think he could where it was sitting. So, let's see. This is a 4-game match, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got a ball in, and he's got some good shots there. I think he'll probably bank the 8-ball. Yeah, so from what I've seen out of Bankster so far, his cue ball hasn't been that good because he had a chance to run a bunch of balls. And the reason why he wasn't able to do that was because he didn't move the cue ball well. When you get these easy banks, you need to play shape for the next bank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a missed call.
Yeah, the time you protect the cue ball is when you have a sketchy looking bank that, you don't like your chances on. That's when you need to protect the cue ball.
So now those balls are tied up. A crossover the 2.
That's probably the easiest thing. The question is whether you're going to go forward or not. I don't think he can make that on that line.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too thick on that.
No.
Well,
3 ball in the kitchen, 6 balls out the kitchen.
Yeah. Now this you should play shape on the 5. You can just hit a stop shot here.
Mm-hmm. You leave the bank into the other side. Yep.
You should be leaving like a straight in bank on this 5 on the other side, like that. And he did do it that time, so that's good. Okay, so he does have an idea about how to play shape. Obviously, that was not a real difficult one to get shape on, but I mean, at least he's thinking about it. So
now he's got
now when he
up and
doesn't
down in
get
the
shape,
two.
the only problem with doing that in the stream is when he doesn't get shaped, then we're going to call him out.
Now, is that fairly tight? I think he's okay with this 2-ball.
Boy, this is it's real close to the titty. This is tough.
Aye, I think you're right. I think you're right. My eyes thought it was on, but I think you would have to hit that right on the sweet spot to get away with that.
Yeah, it was tough because he couldn't hit it over anymore because the titty was there. That's the thing of these big pockets. You know, the titty could really come into play. Good shot there by Spud Boy. Now, I'd be shooting a 9-ball all day here. He's probably going to shoot the 3. The 9-ball is basically a pretty standard 1-pocket bank.
Are you talking about cutting it across into the other pocket?
Yeah, just it's gonna open up. So, yeah, it wasn't a bad shot to shoot at. It just didn't go in. I think a little more speed and it would have shortened up for him. Yeah, bank pool is kind of a tricky game to get where you hit a lot of balls hard. That's why I was impressed with 1-pocket Slim because he's playing bank pool like a bank pool player does. I have trouble playing that way, at least in VP. In real life, you know, I'm better at hitting it hard. But Slim, you know, the way he was playing, I think that's why he's one of the favorites, is because he's playing bank pool like somebody that knows how to play bank pool.
Well, Spud Boy's got certainly one set up here in the 3.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near it, though.
Well, I'll tell you something about that shot. Is that when you draw the ball, it's going to put topspin on the object ball. And when you put topspin on the object ball, it's going to widen out. So that's a good technique when you need it to widen out a little. If you want that bank to shorten up, yeah, speed's good, but putting topspin on it helps because that puts draw on the cue ball. Or you could just change your aim, or you can use English. But you got to realize that the vertical spin does change how the ball comes off. Well,
yeah, I thought we'd lost Bankster, and the message comes up.
Frosty Flukin's in the room. What's he doing as a player gratis?
Bankster, I thought. I mean, if Bankster genuinely lives in Kuwait, I would expect to have a more stable internet connection there. So there's a 5-minute timeout.
Well, I mean, you know, you never know what people have. You don't know if they're rural. You know, right now, if you're rural, the best thing going if you have services is from SpaceX.
Satellite.
Well, you know what's going to happen. I don't know if you realize this is going to happen, but all the phones are going to start coming with a option to sign up for SpaceX and use that for your cell service. That's coming. There'll be cell service through the SpaceX satellites. Well, and God, I hate the telecoms. I'm sure you guys do over there too.
Well, you can't then turn around and say, well, I can't get a signal, because you'll get a signal wherever you are unless you're in a cave.
Well, they should. I mean, they don't have all the satellites up yet they're planning on. I don't know. Let me look. I think it's at least 4,000 now, but they were putting up something like 8,000 or 9,000. Let's see. How many satellites?
I mean, satellite phones have been around for years anyway. But that's, exclusive technology, that, for explorers in Antarctica and places like that.
Okay, they've launched over 10,000. But, see, these things fall out of orbit because they're in low Earth orbit.
Yeah.
Well, they claim they have 8,800 to 9,000, so...
Anyway, where do we got?
Okay, operationally they got 7,400. Did he come back?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's back.
And
Right,
he's got
so
4.
Spud's 1-0 up. Bankster's odds-on favourite to tie this match up.
So with this, you don't really want to leave the 7 unless you're pretty sure you're making this 2. So this is a little tricky.
That looks sweet to me. That's perfect. Well, 1 apiece after 20 minutes or 19 minutes.
Yeah, it's looking like it could be a pretty good match. Boy, that hurts the way Spud Boy got off with losing one with a scratch. That's a frustrating thing in bank pool to go backwards.
Well, 3 balls have gone in the break.
Which can be an advantage in one sense, is that the table's less clustered. Obviously, you have less to shoot at, but he could shoot the 6 or the 5. He's got them both.
Yeah, that's about
it. I think the 5 is about a half ball hit here. So how do I know this is a half ball hit, Hugh?
Well, my commentator's eye thinks it's round about a half ball hit.
So when I was playing in Derby, I lost to this guy from Kentucky that was obviously a pretty good bank pool player. So afterwards, I asked him, I said to him, hey, I said, throw me some kind of jelly roll. I go, give me a tip. And he showed me that when you got a shot that's like kind of the max hold, like you're putting inside draw on it, kind of about the max you can do to bank it. He goes, that's just rolling. It's a half ball hit. And boy, was he right. I still use that to this day. It's just a good little thing, It's like, it's another way of being able to see what you need to do. Well, he can bank this 5 ball. I kind of like banking the 5 ball myself. Oh, he's got
3
3.
ball
Never mind.
It looks stone dead to me.
How
that 3.
How can you not bank the 3?
Oh, I thought. Well, he did his best to try not to.
Well, he's going to have to shoot the 8, I think. Oh no, he's got the 7. This is actually a pretty easy bank. Now, this is one that's easier, I think, when you hit it with speed. No.
He did need to hit that harder.
Well, he needed to have English on it. You got to realize it's going to shorten up.
I think Bankster will hit this a wee bit. That's perfect. Just stays there.
But if you're going to shorten up banks, then you've got to aim so that they're aimed a lot different line when you shorten them, because because it's going to shorten up, you have to cut the ball more.
Well, Bankster might be getting away with this one because he broke up the stack. There is a cut across in the 6.
Pretty easy, yeah. You just got to decide what you're going to do with the cue ball here, because if you just hit this with top, you could go in the corner if you don't hit it a lot hard enough.
Well, you got to hit it. You got to hit it, Spud Boy.
Now, he may have been afraid of the corner pocket.
Well,
but I think that shot's more conducive to center a ball and hit it.
I'd be giving him the benefit of the doubt and said he just tried to keep it safe, because I don't think he's left a great deal on.
Yeah, well,
not that I can see.
My philosophy's always been.
He's left that.
My philosophy's always been, when you're kind of in doubt about things, do something more positive. Like shoot a shot that's more positive with what you're doing with the cue ball. Make it do something instead of hoping.
Where's it going with this? Back into the side by the look of it. Yeah, and he's absolutely smashed that.
I'll say this about Bankster, having watched him a fair amount now, is that, he makes shots like that aren't that easy. And, that's not an easy bank. And I've seen him make a bunch of those.
Well, the miracle is that my replay worked.
He's playing a 3 railer. I think he has to cut this some, and he didn't cut it enough. He barely cut it. That one had to be cut.
Right, Spud Boy, you're going to have to give a response here to stay in this 3rd rack.
Well, I think he can shoot the 2. If he hits it easy, it'll go by the 1.
I don't know where he's going with this. I have no idea where he's going with this.
He's banking it down table. You just got to avoid
He's cutting across it.
And he did. Oh, he hit it good. It didn't go in.
That's going to be in the pocket.
Well, he's got the 3-railer here. If he wants to shoot it on the 5-ball, he can play the 3-railer. I think if he hits just before the side pocket, he's got a chance with it. He's playing the 2-railer on the 9. This is a good shot too. Now you can't.
No, wait a minute, he's changed his mind.
Now he's going to play the 1-railer on the 9.
Absolutely nailed that as well.
Yeah, he has a good feel for these balls that shorten up, you know, where he's back cutting them or it's against the rail. He has a real good feel for it.
Up and down, past the 7. That's too soon, I think. Yeah.
You know, that's the thing is, he hits those kind of banks as good as anybody in this tournament. And I think the only reason he's not doing better, just some of it has to do with, you know, not setting them up for longer runs, and some of it has to do with, you know, just tactics. But I mean, banking wise, he's pretty damn good.
Well, needs one more and he'll be in front for the first time.
So he's playing a 2-railer here. Now, this is tricky. He's got to hit just before the side pocket. Oh no, he's playing a 1-rail. Okay, never mind.
Trying to cut inside it, yeah.
That to get that to open up enough, he needed to hit it easier. But he got lucky because there's no bank with the 5-ball there. So Spud Boy can bank the 6-ball or 7-ball if he wants.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's just going to play safe. Now, if you're going to do this, I would put the cue ball up on the end rail. Frozen on the end rail is even better. And frozen right in the middle is even better.
I think he's going to the 7. Oh, yeah. No. This could be fatal. That could be a disaster. He's hit that all wrong.
That is pretty much a disaster. He's hit that all wrong.
I didn't like the line that was taken. Spud Boy lives again. Table isn't exactly perfect for him. I think the 5-ball's dead, so it's going nowhere fast. Now, is he trying a big cutback on this too? No, he's just trying to leave the table safe. Now, is there room up and down in this 7-ball past the 1 and 2 back down into this bottom corner as we look? Because I think that's what Bankster thinks. No, he's going the other way.
Oh boy,
he's scratched. Now, what's he leaving for Spud Boy? Absolutely nothing, I think, apart from a crossover. Oh no, I forgot with the ball that got spotted. I forgot about that. Well, here's a chance, Spud Boy. And when you look at this, if he gets this bank up and down here, look at what's sitting there for banks up the top end of the table. Apart from the fact the 7-ball's blocking the pocket.
Well, he's got the 5 and the 1 after this.
Yeah, so, you can either go into the other side pocket or into the corner pocket.
And here's the problem with missing that, because now you give up those same shots. So, you know, I mean, this is like,
I think this is sayonara to this rack.
Well, it's not sitting perfect. He's not going to be as good as he could on the 1 because he's got to cut this a little bit here. So, and he didn't cut it enough. It was sitting not great to get position.
Spud's hanging on to his fingertips here in this rack.
Well, I mean, I would shoot the 5-ball here. You got to hit it with high left because you're going to have to open it up and avoid the kiss. You could shoot the 4-ball cross corner. That's not a bad shot either. I like that 4-ball shot, but if you're not used to hitting it, he's looking like he's going to try this shot, which that's a pretty hard shot. Like I would have shot the 4-ball before I shot that one.
Oh, good try though. Now, is there a 2-railer around the corner for that 5-ball back up to where the cue ball is, or is he cutting back the 1? The 1-ball looks easier.
Yeah, I think this
One
is easy. The
ball's
only
easier.
problem with this is you're going to hit the 4.
He's nailed it. Oh, I forgot Bankster's lost a point. That's what he's lost a point.
But he's
Now,
sitting good right here. That 4 ball came out pretty nice for him.
you would have died laughing last night, Steve, because after I did that live stream, I went and covered the remaining matches in the Friday night 9-ball. I was so tired that when it got to the semi-final match and the match finished, I quit the stream thinking that was the final. I had to restart the stream. I had to restart the stream to watch Romario and Spectre Dawn in the final, and gladly, although Romario isn't happy, gladly Spectre Dawn won at 9-0, so I could get to my bed. I was semi-conscious at that time.
Pretty good attempt there, but now this is not an easy bank on the 2 ball, but I think Bankster has a pretty good shot at making it because he's kind of shown himself. Well, he's not even going to shoot it looks like. Okay, now this is a little better play. Needs a cue ball to get over more though. See, he needed a cue ball over more because
I'm surprised he didn't
the 4
cut
ball
that
blocks,
2 ball.
Well, he just left a shot on the 7. He needed to be more towards this other pocket.
Why did he not take the 2 ball on the cut back into the corner? That didn't look that difficult to me.
It wasn't easy, but he hits those shots good, so I was kind of surprised he didn't shoot it. He's going to shoot it now. I mean, this is just about a straight shot.
Oh, no, he's got a double hit there.
Double kissed it. Maybe he tried to make it not straight. I don't know. It's a little tricky when balls are frozen in VP. They come off a little quick. Now, Spud Boy's got the 7 ball. He doesn't recognize certain banks. He's got the 7 ball, which I think is easier than a 5 ball.
He's got to be creative here to try and hang in this rack because the table's not sitting pretty for him.
Now, the problem is there's balls out in the open and Bankster needs 1, and this is probably it right here.
I don't think he's going to get another shot at this rack, Spud Boy. I think this is dead and buried this time.
Yeah, I figure he's going to make this one.
Yeah. There we go.
2-1.
After 31 minutes.
Yeah, they're playing at a reasonable pace. This guy says, I had a satellite phone in the 90s. Well, you had a big bill too then in the 90s.
Yeah, it was like a brick.
I had a satellite phone in the 90s, and it was $10 a minute on Marisat A. I was calling the South Pacific over Marisat A. It was $10 a minute. Yeah, I'm serious. It was pretty expensive making phone calls. Watch out. Whoa, look at that.
Well, cue ball's locked in the pocket.
We've got left some banks on though. For sure he can bank the 9. He might be able to bank the 2. What he's looking at.
I think he's trying.
I don't think
is the 2 not in the way? The 2 was always going to be in the way of that shot, but I don't know really what Spud. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Spud Boy knows what he played there because he's left something on.
I know that shot. It's called wishing. I've done that a lot of times where you can convince yourself you can do something when you know you can't. I've done that many, many times.
Well, the 4 ball's dead in the pocket down here, so at least there's cover there. But this looks like the 2-railer and the 7 ball.
Yeah,
I think we've seen quite a lot of people go for these 2-railers, but I don't think there's been I can't remember been a great deal of success on them.
Well, I will say this, that 2-railers are best to go for when they're sit good. You know, like that wasn't sitting particularly good. If they're sitting good, they're pretty good shots. But when you get off angle, they start becoming pretty difficult. He's got the 7 ball.
7 ball's a cinch. Oh, he's got it to the rail too soon. Oh, cue ball's gone. This could be a disaster. This could be shooting yourself right in the foot.
I think if he would have hit that with a little less outside English, you know, it would have shortened up and gone in.
So if he keeps the cue ball up that end of the table, he's got. Well, if he leaves it inside, he's got a 5 ball he can get back up. As long as he doesn't block himself off with the 7.
Yeah,
he maybe wants to go a wee bit higher up.
Bank there.
Well, you can still play this cutback.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That is very sweet.
He played it more off speed there.
That was very well done.
9 ball. No. He'll make this too, I think. I mean, you just don't want to open this too much. That's usually the mistake, is opening this up too much.
Very well done. And back on the 7 again.
Yep.
This is going to be a quick rack, I think, or even a 2. Yep. Well,
he's going to hit. This will be speed here at this angle. Well, he didn't hit as hard as I thought he would.
Too soon this time.
Yeah, he needed more speed there.
So Bankster is certainly, well, he's more or less proven his worth, that he's the favourite for this. He's got clearly more going on upstairs in terms of the bank side of the game, obviously, which is what you need. He's certainly got a lot more than I've got.
Well, I
this is a totally alien game to me.
With a name like that, you know, you got to.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to live up to that as well. I mean, he's got to see Spud Boy and get this over and done with. And that's another, just a nice pace.
I wonder if he knows Omar Al-Sashin. Al-Sashin? How do you say that? Let me look it up.
Oh, it needs to get out of the way. Oh, that was close. That was so close.
Omar Al-Shaheen. I know that guy. He's from Kuwait. He's a pro from Kuwait. Good player. That
was so close, that bank.
You think he knows him, Hugh? I mean, Kuwait's not a very big city. It's almost like a town. Country. It's a pretty small country.
Well, if if there was a local pool hall that he frequented at any time, he might have bumped into him.
They do have some nice pool rooms in Kuwait. I've seen them on streams. They've got some nice rooms there. That was a tricky.
I mean, they'll all be air conditioned and everything.
Yeah, you think? I think anything in that area that's not air conditioned, no one's going to be there.
Well, Spud Boy, there's certainly banks on for you here, but you've got to nail the first one to get in.
Well, the shot for this 3 ball is hit it hard and overcut it. You know, you can hit it a lot more cut than you think if you hit this hard, because it's going to shorten up and come straight. That's why they call this like a straight back bank, because you're straightening the ball out.
That'll do.
There he goes.
What about the cue ball, though?
Yeah, he's good. I mean, there he goes. One thing about Spud Boys, you know, he's going to get better. He pays attention.
Well done. Now, how's that 6 ball sitting?
Well, unfortunately, he's only back to 1, so he's got some things to do. And we've got a ball down to be spotted still.
Now, what's he doing here? What's he calling here? He's calling a 3-railer. 1, 2, 3.
2 up and down.
Or an up and down. Up and down, I think.
Yeah, he's going to put left English on this, I think. Oh, he's going to draw it. I take it back. And this is not a bad way to shoot it. It'll open up a lot with the draw.
Oh, yes, going 3 rails. I thought he was going up and down. Well, hang on a minute. It's close, but no cigar.
You hit it good. Yeah, I mean, that's a respectable try.
I think this is, 2 ball into the side. There's room to play it.
And Bankster's good at this kind of bank.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't hang about. He just nails them. I mean, that was perfect again. And he's living up to my philosophy. See it, shoot it. Don't hang about overthinking it. You either see the line or you don't. straight away. Well,
Boy,
Bankster,
you have two minds. You've got you see it and shoot it, and you've got he shot too quick.
yeah. I mean, I'm particular with cuts. If I'm playing a cut shot, I'll look at it once, and if, you know that very rarely will I look at a cut shot twice. I mean, because the more you start looking at something and you start doubting yourself, the more likely you are going to make an arse of it. You know, you're either going to see the line and you know, like autopilot, you'll see the line and you'll shoot it. Well, this is ugly at the moment, but it's getting even uglier for Spud Boy because Bankster's 3-1 up on the hill.
I kind of like banking the 3-ball.
That looks tight to the rail, that 3-ball.
Yeah, but you're cutting it back to where the cue stick is. I mean, those are the kind of banks, like, if you play
Cutting
one pocket, you get pretty
corner.
good at that kind of bank.
Oh, again, a good effort. Well, there's a bit of work to be done here to open this table up. I think there's only really the shot you're talking about here, Steve. I think Bankster's he's thinking about it.
This shot is not as hard as you think. I mean, I'm not saying it's an easy shot, but it's not as hard as you think.
Well, we'll see how easy it is. Bankster's having a go at it. Let's have a look.
Oh, he's going rails. See, I would have played that one rail.
I was all set waiting for him to cut that back. he fooled me again.
Yeah, that's a shot in one pocket you play a lot with, like, top left on that one. Kill the cue ball on the end rail.
I don't think. I mean, I think that 2-ball goes up and down past the 6 and 1.
It does.
There's room there to do that.
You can't hit it hard. That's one you got to hit, you know, at not too hard because you need to open up.
And he's fell foul of the shot clock. Spud Boy doing too much thinking. See it, shoot it.
I fell foul of the shot clock.
More importantly, pay attention to the shot clock.
Well, Bankster's going to shoot this. Now, you can't shoot this hard. I think the 6 is in the way.
Oh, he goes the other way. Oh, that is lovely. That is, I mean, there's no room there virtually, and he almost pulled it off.
Well, that's the thing with the more angle and, you know, hitting the side rail becomes no good. Yeah, he's going to shoot this 6, and that looks pretty good. Oh, it caught the 2.
Oh, dear.
Pretty good attempt.
Well, now the table is really ugly.
Let's see.
I'm saying there's nothing on here, Steve. You're going to say yes, there is, aren't you?
I think he can bank the 5. I think the 5-ball banks. He's not going to go for it.
What, you mean back up past the 3 and the 2 and the 6?
No, the other side.
Ah.
Cutting it back the other way.
Well, there's a cut back in the 5.
You find out about all those crazy looking kind of banks when you play one pocket. You find out, you really can shoot this shot, because you would never shoot it in most other games.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why. I mean, it's clearly why, you know, Bedhead and Slim don't have any fear about going for their banks, because they've been well practiced in the type of shot that they play on a reasonably regular basis when they play one pocket. So, you know, you're banking a lot of the time and cutting across and crossover banks and all that stuff to get the ball over your pocket. So that just is a natural thing. The only thing that's different for them is that they're used to playing the one pocket on the 10-foot table. I don't think it makes a great deal of difference.
It doesn't. You learn what the balls do. The difference between those two guys, he hit the titty. The difference between those two guys is Bedhead banks like a one pocket player. Slim is involved. He banks like a bank pool player, because in one pocket, I mean, once in a while you hit banks hard, but you normally don't hit them like that. Well, he's left the 9-ball, and I think he'll make this 9-ball. It's a little tight to the 4. That's the only problem.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect.
And he's going to get to 7, maybe? Yeah, I think
Very
he's got
nice.
the 7 here, too.
I love the way that just squeezed past that 4 ball.
Yeah. So let's see. Can he bank the 2? I think he can bank the 2.
Cutting it back, yeah. Has he got room past the 6?
He looks like he's just going to play safe. That's not a very good safe. He just left a bank on the 3 ball. And he left a 3 railer on the 4 ball. And he left, yeah, I mean, see, this is a free shot because you can shoot that and not give up a shot. Like if it was me, I would have sucked that back and stuck it right on top of the 2 and 6 and not given him,
that 3 ball goes up and down. The 3 ball goes up and down. Why is he not looking at it? It goes up and down past the 4.
I don't know.
If he can keep the cue ball out of the way.
He can also 1 rail the 4. If you're going to do this, you got to get the cue ball out of there. You don't want to give the 3 up. See, this is a problem shot in my mind. I'd rather shoot the 3 in this situation because it's hard not to give up a shot here shooting the 4. See what I'm saying? He's going to give up a shot.
Hang on, I think
lucky. No.
Yep, 3 balls definitely on now.
See, that's
now
why
you should be nailing this 9 times out of 10, shouldn't you? If not 10 out of 10.
As good as Bankster is at banking, that's why he's not going to win this tournament because he doesn't protect the cue ball. I mean, that was, I would have shot the 3 every time there because you weren't going to give away a shot. And the 4 ball banks there, up and down with the 4 ball. That's the shot, is up and down with the 4 ball.
Now the 2 ball we thought went, didn't we? At
well,
least
on
you
the
did.
other corner, you got to cut it back. From here, I wouldn't shoot it. Well, he almost made it there. But I would have shot the 4 every time there. That was not a hard shot. And I think the issue is he just doesn't see it, isn't used to it. So he could shoot the 1 or the 4 here. They're both good shots. He's looking at the 4. Now this is just the same kind of shot.
No, that's not going to take any line there. He hit that wrong.
Yeah, he cut it too much. But that ball will naturally open up. You hit it straight into the end rail. He cut it back some.
One ball up and down. Oh, he caught the 8 ball. Cut the 1 into the 8 there when he was trying to get it clean to the rail to get up and down. I presume there's no room. No, there is room. There is room. I didn't think there was room past the 5 ball, but there is. Yeah. Very well done. So Bankster goes on to 3.
Yeah, let's see what he decides to do here. Because he's going to play safe. And that's not very safe. I mean, he just gave up a duck on the 8 ball. See, this is what I don't get. That's...
Yeah, that's and if he can hold that cue ball there or thereabouts, he'll have he's played the draw.
I mean, Bankster could have dinked the 1 ball and just cue ball on the rail and blocked all those shots.
Well,
it was a trap.
I mean, the 8 ball, get the cue ball out of the way.
Is he going to cross this? Nope, he's going to hold it. And good shot
there. See, the thing is, there's the difference there. Spud Boy played that bank and he drew the cue ball. And Bankster's played the bank and held the cue ball for the follow-up to win the match. Cut across for the 5. Match ball.
No.
Oh, no.
Way too much.
That went all wrong.
Well, when you're cutting across it and you're putting English on, it's going to open a lot. And he had to put the English on it to avoid the kiss, but that was...
Well, you could get really...
pretty free bank here.
You could have got really crazy and went for a cutback bank there and smashed these balls open to try and get a crazy run out.
Here's the shot. This one you wham. This is up and down with 5. Center ball and you hit it hard. You hit it just pretty straight into the end rail. It'll open up. He's putting some top. I would put center ball on this myself.
No,
Yeah,
it's
see,
just kept the line.
he cut it back, and
Yeah.
you know, you need to hit that ball like center hard. Is going to open up better for you. If you guys don't know that shot, you should get an offline and practice it because it comes up a lot in bank pool. He's probably going to play the 3-railer here.
Trying to go up and down.
He's playing the
Oh,
1-railer.
Well, he has to hope this stays in the kitchen.
And it does not, I don't think. No.
No, that's outside. So this has got to be game, set, and match. I would suggest very strongly.
Yeah, you would think he's going to make this. Yeah, you know, Spud Boy had a decent tournament. The thing about playing in this banks is it's going to make all your games better because you're going to learn how to bank.
Well, Bankster gets the job done, and he goes through. Now, the important thing about that is what's lined up next. We've got Chiku and Acero going at it tomorrow at noon, and I'll be at work, so I won't be home in time for that. So I don't know whether Slim's going to cover that so I can see it. And then later on at 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, so that's like 11 a.m. Eastern, we have Albinario playing the first of his matches tomorrow. He's up against Interchange. I think that could be an interesting match between those two. And that is so that Albinario can have his dinner and then be ready for the final of the 8-ball. So again, it's a 1-loss side match. Albinario Cobra on the 1-loss side in the bank pool. You wouldn't have thought of that, but it did happen. And so that won't be a long match either, only race to 4. And then Slim will be covering his match with Bedhead at 7 p.m. Tomorrow night. So that match will lead up to the start of the final of the 8-ball World Championship, which I believe is at 8 o'clock. So I'll be there for that one. I don't. What's the final race to in the 8-ball? Because I haven't paid any attention to what the race is.
It's got to be like 15 or something like that, I would imagine.
Oh, that's not worked out. Hang on a minute. 2025.
15. Yeah, it's a single final to 15.
Right. Well, so it'll probably well past my bedtime when it finishes, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, the quickest it would go is 2 hours, and with those two guys, it'll go longer. Yeah. Cobra's not particularly fast. It's probably a 3-hour match.
So that'll take care of that tournament. And the other one, before I go and get my dinner, because I want to catch up in the snooker once the session starts. We've got the 10-ball starting January the 1st, 2026. And looking at the 10-ball sign-ups, we have still got 17 open seats for that. I don't think any more names have gone on there. Acero, Albinario, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't see anything really new. Well, there's one that's on there where we're not naming names, but Silent but Deadly. Somebody's got a theory about who that is. I'm saying nothing until I see them play, if they actually play in the tournament, that is. So that's a new name that's appeared. Stubbs in there as well. Right, so that takes care of business for today. Matches are tomorrow, and then the final of the 8-balls tomorrow. So I'm going to head for dinner. Thanks all for watching. Thanks to Steve.
Thanks to you.
Now, you did hint, just before we go, that after the 8-ball, we're going to have this update.
I hope so. You know, like, I don't know. You know, it's like, unfortunately, not that many people have tested. Tin got on this morning, so he did a thing where he installed it yesterday and had trouble where the fonts were wrong. And I think it's because he had the online installed, the online beta. So he uninstalled that and reinstalled, and it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've not had any.
Then he gets on today, and he says to me, "Your font adventure is terrible. Letters read terrible. Can't back to normal. Whatever that font was, it was cool." And I got no idea what's going on.
Right. What he means is a bit like what I've got here. If you look at the font I've got in the lobby here, this font looks nothing like the original old-fashioned online font that we've had in VP4 for years, and that's the one I would like. But this is nothing like it.
I think it is the same font. Go to your font picker.
It's not. That's not the same font.
Go to your font picker.
Hang on. Where the hell am I going here? Settings. That's where I should be going. Right. You see, it's on the second one. That's what it's defaulted at. I never touched that.
Let me see which one you're on.
It's on whatever that says there. Novo Sant. No.
Yeah, that's not a good font. So I would recommend. So the original one we had was Verdana, which will look a little different than the original. But the original one we had on VP was Verdana.
That one at the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I like Tahoma a little better.
No, you see, now I've got to I've got to exit the game.
No, you don't, because go back to the settings. The settings page, it'll have it. It just doesn't change them all. Go back to settings. See that font? That's the one you just picked. Because it just recreated that page when you went in and out. So here, Hugh, see this? See the text down at the bottom? Go back. See this? Go back to the font picker.
Pick a different font for the game.
Go back to the font picker. Select the font picker button. Okay, when you select one of these in the list, this text down here that says sample text for the selected font, you can see what it looks like. So that's horrible. Tahoma looks pretty good. I like Oswald Medium. That's the one I like.
No, I don't like that.
I think try Tahoma. Tahoma's, you might like that. Yeah, cancel that. Now hit settings again, and you'll see that font. Yeah, see that's the Oswald Medium. You might like Tahoma too. I think that one's real good. Times New Roman I wouldn't use.
Well, I'm going to go use font. Okay, cancel, log out, exit, and start it up again. Because obviously my screen's gone blank in the live stream because I've just killed the game.
Yeah. Now
log into online.
The other thing is that the
now this one is a lot better.
The other thing is that if you go to settings and then miscellaneous.
I'm not going to muck about with the chat font size.
See the chat font? So that chat font is added with the font picker size difference. You had that +1, the chat font's +1. So right now you're +2 on chat font.
No, it says +1, but you're saying it's now +2.
Click on the font picker button. Go click the font picker button.
Right, I've done that.
See off to the side here, size.
Right.
+1 there. So that makes +1 in the menus, but it also affects chat, and that's added to the +1 in chat. So you're really +2 on chat.
Right. So in that case, then, if I go to miscellaneous and go to chat font and go to normal and hit OK, right. So that goes smaller again. No, I like it +1 or +2, as you now said. I'm going to put it back.
So
my eyes are bad enough.
I know that's a little confusing, but what it gives you is the ability to change the chat and game font independent of all the user interface fonts, which I think is worthwhile.
No, I like this. This font's more recognizable to me. I prefer this. I'm happy with that.
Spud Boy says I'm terrible at finding the right throw. Well, that's just practicing banks there, Spud Boy. I mean, you're getting better at it, but it's just more time on the table, kind of getting that programmed into your brain.
Now wait a minute there, Steve. Did you read that in the chat? I think Bankster's probably gone. He says Omar Al-Shaheen is my friend.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what. Omar Al-Shaheen can bank. That dude plays really good bank pool. I've seen him play bank pool. He's very strong. You need a lesson from him, Bankster.
Well,
Romario wants to gamble real money. Oh boy. Well, if you really want to, you could right now. You know, Romario PayPal.
Where's he saying that?
He said in the stream.
Right, Romario, I'm well ahead of you there. Anybody that wants to gamble real money, and I'll say it in front of witnesses, I've got a PayPal account. You put your pot money into my account. I'll save it, and then the winner gets the pot. Dead easy.
I'll tell you what. The idea of gambling is something that romantically appeals to most people, but they don't actually want to do it. Even in a real pool room, you go in there, how many people want to gamble? Not that many. You know, it's almost always pool players and well, what I call a real pool player, they all gamble. But if people that are in there playing all the time, only maybe 10% of them want to gamble. And that's of the people that play all the time. As far as the general public, it's like, you know, probably less than 1%. And, you know, we've got, you could gamble right now, but you know, you'll hold the money or they can do PayPal, whatever, but people don't do it. If people were doing that, then I might put it in the game, but
yeah,
right now I know I'm going to go through all the effort to put it in and then no one's going to use it. So
it would never happen. It would never happen. I can guarantee that. And
the only thing that'll change my mind if people start, you know, doing it on their own without it built into the system. If that happens, then I'd consider putting it in.
Yeah. So far, there's only one person in favour. That's you, Romario. But like I said,
no, other people have said that.
Well, I've offered. I can easily hold the pot. I can be trusted, and I would send out the winnings to the well, obviously the aforementioned person would obviously have to have PayPal. So you have to go through the process of setting up a PayPal account.
So, did you see this name in the lobby? Winch Pole Demon. I think they meant wench. W-E-N-C-H. Winch. It just cracks me up.
Winch Pole. Where are these people coming from? You know, he's got a US flag, so that explains his lack of brain cells. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a whole load of gratis US players there. Look at them. There's a Vietnamese.
Well, there's another one. It's late for the Vietnamese. The Vietnamese are in early in the morning. The Vietnamese are in because their time difference.
Time zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So join us for the matches tomorrow. Keep your eye out for Slim's match. Well, hopefully he covers that one at midday because I won't see that unless he does. But don't forget the big final tomorrow as well with Albinario and Cobra. I'm off for dinner. Thank you to Steve for his company. Thanks for joining us. Hit the like button if you can be bothered. Steve will have done it again.
Yeah,
I forgot this time.
I'm one of the 2 people, huh? Now we're up to 3.
Oh, well, we're getting there. Bear in mind, we've only got like 3 or 4 left. People have gone to get their dinner. They've got bored. Right, we won't keep you any longer. We will bid you good evening and take care. We'll see you soon.